Good morning, YouTube. Today we've got a cheeky push session which we're going to break down. Not like a fucking shitty sit down and talk on, because we all know I suck at those. I'm just going to go on the fly, do like a little mini interview on the way, kind of just break down just random questions to do with my push sessions, any things that I would consider people would wonder, like what I would do these things. So gonna take you through that, take you through the day as well. Should be fucking decent. So yeah, time is currently almost 8:30. I've just showered and gotten up. Currently waiting for the plumber to come around to like service the boiler, you know, adult things, and then yeah, gonna crack on. But in the meantime, while I wait for him, I'm gonna have breakfast, get changed, and get myself ready for the day. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. So that is breakfast done. So same as usual, 2 bagels, scoop of whey which I just down now. So plan now is to 10-11. So plan now is to do some editing and do some work for the next basically just under 2 hours, and then I'm gonna basically make pre-workout meal. And I keep saying basically, fuck off. So gonna make pre-workout meal around 12:15. Eat, then I've got clients, and then we're going to train, and then I've got clients, and then we'll be done. So today is actually supposed to be more of a day of life, but obviously I'm just kind of labeling it more as push because that's obviously the more interesting thing. But it will be a full day in the life. So yeah, so generally my morning routine goes as followed. Depending on if I've got work in the morning, I can wake up anywhere between 5:30 a.m. and 8. Obviously all depending, because obviously I do want to get 8 hours sleep. So depending on the time of the morning I wake up, it obviously depends on the time I go to sleep the night before. And then yeah, generally wake up, I'll then have either 1 or 2 clients in the morning, and then after that I'll come back home, have breakfast, and I'll generally work for a couple of hours, and then I will have pre-workout meal, and then I'll work or train, and then I work, and then basically come home, and then I do some more work if there's anything else that needs to be done, eat and sleep. So yeah, so that's kind of generally that's generally like my day-to-day routine. It's very repetitive, but obviously repetitivity equals optimality, if that's even a word, and optimality equals fucking sick cunt rewards and gains and success in life. So yeah, just enjoying another day of snow as well. Gorgeous stuff. Dad arrives tomorrow, which is also quite exciting. Well, Dad flies back for Christmas tomorrow, which is nice because he'll be home for a good, like almost a month, which would be nice to have him over Christmas. And then also my bed arrives, today's the 13th, my bed arrives next week, next Monday, which would be sick. And then my desk will arrive, and then my bed arrives a couple of days later. So room tour will be one of the next videos, hopefully, once this is a bit more complete. So yeah, for now, let's do some work. So time lapse now. Okay, so that is a good 2-hour block of work done. Did some, like, just what I do. Edited one of Adam Powell's videos. Actually just ordered some protein off, Elite Sups. So uses code POWER10. So if you want to support a very, very good bodybuilder and a good friend of mine, and someone who deserves everything they're getting success-wise, go and support Adam. Use POWER10 at Elite Sups for a cheeky little discount. I'm always one for supporting like my mates with any kind of like business ventures or any way I can as possible. I believe if you do uplift others, they'll uplift you. So obviously gonna try and support people where I can, and if it means I get to save a bit of money and get to support my friend, of course I'm gonna do that. So plan now is obviously to make meal number 2 and 3, and technically 4 as well. Just going to basically prep the rest of my meals, which will be obviously the 2 chicken and rice meals and then the whey and Cocoa Pops. So let's go and do that now, and then we'll eat and then we'll head off, and I've got clients at 2 o'clock and then I'll train at 3, and then I've got another client after I train, I think around 6-7 o'clock. So let's go and make some food. And there is pre-workout meal. So gonna eat this, get off to work, running a little bit late as usual. So yeah, I'm gonna scran this, work and then train. So we'll see you guys at the gym. Okay, so just finished up training the clients. So time is now 3 o'clock. So we're gonna train push now. Should be decent. So I think we got chest supported calf lateral, then we've got dumbbell shoulder press, and then we've got low incline Smith, and then a few other bits and bobs. So yeah, we'll see how things go. It's fucking dark, didn't realise. Yeah, it's better. So yeah, let's get on with the session, get warmed up, and get our fucking nut of the game. Okay, so starting off now with our chest supported cuff laterals. So when you're doing your push sessions or shoulder sessions, basically when you're setting up exercise for lateral delt movements, if you're like me and trying to prioritize delts, obviously that means you're going to be doing probably 2 to 3 exercises. Now what you need to be wary of is basically then where you're placing the load in terms of how far away from the origin insertion of the muscle you are. Basically what I'm talking about is basically, so when you do your first lateral movement, we basically want to load basically as far away from the origins. Basically want to load basically by the hand or by the wrist, and then as the session goes on, it will fatigue a lot more, which means our ability to get short will reduce. So in that case, we then place the load closer to the origin, make it stronger. So my first exercise, we do the cuff lateral by the wrist, and then the second exercise we do it above the elbow, so we're closer to the origin when we are weaker. This just means we've got a good strength profile across the session, and allow us to progress a lot better, and also just give us more variety in terms of exercises and loading and whatnot. So let's crack on with the first exercise.
That's the motto. Throw back with no chaser, with no trouble. Popping that moe, baby, let's make some bubbles. Puffing on that gelato, wanna be seeing double. Gotta do what you gotta believe it. We ain't got no plans to leave it. Tell all of your friends to be here. We ain't got no sleep all weekend. Oh, you know, that's the motto. That's the motto. Drop a few bills and pop a few champagne bottles. Throwing that money like you just won the lotto. We've been up all that summer, making that bread and butter. Tell me that I just stutter. That's the motto. Drop a few bills and pop a few champagne bottles. Throwing that money like you just won the lotto. We've been up all that summer, making that bread and butter. Tell me that I just stutter. That's the motto. Can't feel my face, the windows down. Back to my place, my birthday cake is coming out the way. playing it like I could go all night. Don't want no bloodshot eyes, so hold my drink, let's get it.
Okay, so what you've just seen would have been my high incline dumbbell press. This one being shoulder biased, so making sure we keep the elbows tucked so we align the hand, shoulder and elbow together, so we're making sure we're putting all the pressure through the anterior delt and nowhere else. So yeah, that was a decent set. Last week I got 7, this week I got 9 plus 1, so pretty fucking flat progression, to be honest. I almost had that 10th of my own as well. Yeah, I used to press like dumbbell shoulder press like with my elbows flared out, just because for me it's a lot stronger and like a lot more stable. So this is week 3 on it being tucked, and it's getting easier every time, but each time my elbow does want to flare out, just because it is an old habit. I did dumbbell press like that for so long. So if you're switching form on an exercise, don't bank on it sticking the first time. It will take at least a good few 4 or 5 weeks maybe for it to fully like reprogram that muscle memory into setting a new moving pattern. So just stick with it, don't abandon it, see how it feels, and then if it's just really not sticking, then obviously like something might need to be changed, but that's person dependent. But for now, good set that. Got 2 more sets in this, and then we'll do low incline Smith. At the end of the session, I'll go through all the sets and rep ranges I had, so I'll put a full workout on the screen for you guys to see if you want to be able to go. So yeah, let's do these next 2 back offs, and then we'll move on to top on low incline. Okay, so on to the low incline Smith now. So this is reverse banded because I've just done 5 sets of shoulders, 3 sets obviously of pressing, which is heavily fatigued delts. So yeah, now we're moving on to, as I said, the reverse band. Only use a reverse band if you are in a position where you are a good few sets into the session and are extremely fatigued. Just obviously so that way I can give my chest obviously an equal chance at growing to my shoulders. Apart from that, yeah, it should be decent. I'm trying to think if there's any other particular points to mention. So with the low incline Smith, we kind of want to set it up basically on that area where it separates from the clavicular portion to the lower pec portion. So what you'll find is they'll be aligned. Usually mine's right here, so that's basically where I want the bar to be coming down to. I do often see people bringing the bar too low, like the bar placement too low on their chest when they're doing the Smith press, and that all it's going to do is just heavily fatigue the shoulders. Just from obviously just holding the rep, like the bar at the top of the rep, you're just sitting there, you're just fatiguing, you're draining your shoulders away. So make sure you get your bar placement right, and yeah, should be sick.
We ain't got no plans to leave it. Tell all of your friends to be here. We ain't gotta sleep all weekend. Oh, you know that's the motto.
So I had some fucking good sets on that low incline Smith. So 1 up on top set, which you've seen, which is a fucking absolute grinder. Great set though. And then I went 5 kilos up and matched reps on back off. So tasty stuff. Now moving on to a crucifix lateral raise. I believe the rep range is 11 to 15 and 2 sets of 8 to 10 with a drop set. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to go check my book in a sec. But yeah, key thing with here, as we've said before now, is we've switched basically the loading area obviously to above the elbow, moving a bit closer to the origin so we're a bit mechanically stronger. And yeah, basically just going to try and make sure I stay focused on my muscle connection on these, make sure the form stays strict. Just the thing with delts is one of those things, is like for me especially, is connection's a massive thing. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not growing, not at least that's what I say. So I need to make sure I keep it nice and tight, feel the tension, feel the contraction, feel the stretch, all that good stuff, and then progress the exercise, and that's basically how you're going to grow your fucking delts. So yeah, going to go decently heavy on these today, and yeah, let's hope it goes well. So there was the clavicular flies, pretty decent set. I find obviously after all that shoulder, all the pressing, like on the high incline and in the low incline, that ends up getting really fatigued really quick. But again, same thing, making sure I just keep my arm in line with the upper line of my pec, keeping tension, not rushing the reps, taking a deep breath at the bottom and expanding the rib cage to get extra stretch. And obviously then you've also got big nut, like big belly of air, so you can power and drive the elbows through across. Oh shit, there goes my AirPod. So yeah, pretty decent set that. Gonna move on now. Well, I've got 2 more sets in here, and then I'm gonna move on to some tricep work and then finito. So yeah, so let's catch you for some triceps next.
Oh no.
Interview.
The salad.
Okay, so we've got shoulder width pushed down now. Trying to try and keep the humerus. Do you know what the humerus is, Caesar?
The humerus is, that's what it's like this, right?
Nah.
Like here.
It's there.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said it's the upper arm bone. We're going to try and keep the upper arm bone basically locked in. We're going to try and minimize the amount of movement it has. I'm going to try and keep it all under tension and not let it go out of control, because I have a tendency to let my shoulders pop out when I do this. Like I let my scapula elevate.
Don't let your scapula elevate.
Do not let the scapula elevate. Keep it depressed. Because this is the only time depression is allowed. Depression is the only time depression is allowed.
I don't believe in depression.
Hello, Ben. All right, let's do a set.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It's me. Oh well. Alright, so my hair's a fucking state. I need to get a cut. To finish off with, we got long rope, tricep overhead extensions. Yeah, there's not much to say about that. Let's fucking crack on, and then we'll catch you guys later after I've had my client and food. So, very successful. Sorry about that. Okay, so very successful session. So to run you through basically all the sets and reps, any kind of cues that I've basically been given to the training. So we started off with obviously the chest supported calf laterals, and we did a set of 15 to 20, then 2 sets of 11 to 15. And that was about it. And then we had high incline dumbbell press, obviously front delt focus, so elbows tucked, and that was a set of 6 to 10 and then 2 sets of 10 to 12. I'll put this all up on the screen in front of me. And then after that I had reverse banded low incline Smith, and that was a 6 to 10, 10 to 15, or 10 to 12, sorry. Then we had line cuff lateral raise, which was 3 sets of 11 to 15 with the drop set at the end. Then we had cuffed incline flies, so clavicular flies, set of 15 to 20, 2 sets of 11 to 15. Sorry, 2 sets of 10 to 12. Then the shoulder width push down, and then that was 11 to 15, 2 sets of 8 to 10. And then the long rope overhead extension, and that was 3 sets of 11 to 15. And that was it. So yeah, it was a good session. Just gonna head back now and then do some more editing tonight, have some meals, and yeah. So we'll catch you guys when I'm home. And that concludes all my work more or less for the day. Just done quick block of work, got everything done I needed to get done. So gonna have a fucking shower now, because skin hygiene is important, and also just general hygiene and cleanliness is important. Also just nice to have a fucking hot shower when it's fucking freezing cold outside. So yeah, so got last meal, about to go down after this as well, so what we'll do is we'll catch you guys for the last meal, we'll have a little chit chat, and then that'll be the video wrap. So
save on your airtime plan with the Galaxy Z Flip 4.
alright, that's last meal done. Appetite's been excellent today. First meal didn't sit too well, but then after that, for a reason, then after that my appetite was just like this, eat. So really good start, or really good start. It's yeah, good start to this push phase, or push up phase, I should say. So yeah, so in terms of my day-to-day life, that's more or less that's all that goes on really. So my quietest day could be I could have literally 0 clients, 0 training. It doesn't happen very often at all. Maybe like once a month, in which case I literally just do laptop work during the day, which is still like not that bad. Like it's just more or less almost a full day off work, more or less, because I don't really count my laptop stuff. Like it doesn't feel like I'm working. I quite enjoy all my stuff within my laptop, like check-ins and editing videos and whatnot. And then my busiest day could be up at 5:30. 2 clients from 7 to 8, sorry, 7 to 9, and then I could have to come back, obviously like eat breakfast and then meal prep and then eat again, and then I could be gone from 1:15, so I've got a client 2 to 3, train 3 to 6, and then shift 6 to 10. So like that's like my absolute busiest day, obviously, which is a fucking lot. It's what it be, so that's 3 hours of PTing and 4 hours of shift, but like divide up across the day, and then obviously training as well, and obviously that can be quite a busy day. But yeah, so generally, like my life, I'd say is a pretty, because of the way I've now organized it in terms of scheduling and time management and whatnot. Like I feel like I'm quite in control, which is nice. It does take a lot off of my anxiety. Which can get very, very bad. It's like if I'm not organized, if I'm not ahead, I'm not planned, like I feel like I'm not in control, I start to like fucking break down and just like I don't function well. So yeah, you got to figure out what's good for you. My entire schedule is just strictly obviously centered around work and bodybuilding, and then all the other stuff that I want to do in the day I kind of just squeeze in if I can, and if that doesn't happen, I just don't stress, because at the end of the day, me sitting down watching some Netflix is not like that was like, you know, being late for something because I wanted to watch that, or not having time in the day to do something like something more productive because I wanted to watch that, would like piss me off. So yeah, I just stay on top of it and make sure I'm well rested. I make sure I go to bed latest 11 o'clock at night. Obviously, if I'm up at 5:30, I'm in bed at like 9:30. I always very, very strictly give myself 8 hours of sleep. The lowest sleep I'll get will be 7 hours, that's just because, like, according to my watch, I only slept for 7 hours, even though I was in bed for like almost 8 hours. So yeah, so that's just generally my day. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you get an insight of to like my life. As things get busier, I will do more of these, so you can kind of get a better idea of like how my life is changing, because obviously at the end of the day, this is me documenting my journey. Hope you enjoyed the push workout and like the few little bits and bobs of wisdom I was throwing in here and there. I find that a lot better, and I feel like I can actually process what I'm trying to say, and it actually comes out how I want it to come out. Versus if I try to do sit down videos and I try and like analyze every single like rep and form, it's just almost like my brain gets too excited and like just overloads of information, and I can't say anything out loud. It's just really fucking annoying. But yeah, apart from that, guys, hope you've enjoyed. So like, share the fellow cunt, subscribe. If we could get 15 likes in this video, we're actually starting to get a little bit of likes in these videos. So if we can get 15 likes, it'd be really, really appreciated. Until then, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out from me wearing the dressing gown to finish all my videos. It's just becoming a new thing apparently. Alright, see you in the next one.